Welcome, Aquarius, to your love reading for September 3rd to the 9th of 2018. So, a quick 5-card spread as to what you might be going through. So, the overall energy between you and another person that you're dealing with, what they might be bringing towards you, your response, advice, outcome for Aquarius and love. Okay. So this is the same thing Capricorn has. So some of you might be dealing with the Capricorn, and this is usually where there's a marriage, there's a relationship, there's something stable, celebrations, a family reunion, something going on that's really enticing. And it could also be the fact that there's someone else that's enticing because there's potentially a third party, and sometimes you see this person every now and then, maybe throughout the week, or you come visit when the opportunity presents itself when the other person might be at work. Now, this is not for everybody. Try not to create that situation in your mind. For those of you who that relates to, you know that it's for you, right? So the Four of Wands is showing up here. So there could be both of you either married or you're in a connection that's very stable in some way, but others of you, you're spoken for, not available completely. And the person that you're coming towards you, they're potentially moving away from the connection right now because it's not very the opportunity is not there. Someone is in the way, and even some of you might even be that person wants to take a risk. Now, someone else was telling me that the Aquarius reading sometimes is very confusing. Yes, the energy is like that, but it's always you will always have to relate it to what's going on with you. And if you're dealing with one person, if you're dealing with two people, it could be complicated with two different people, especially if you're dealing with both of them intimately, and you have to relate to what's going on. But I feel that particular person right now, either, I'll look into this further, but either they don't really want to get closer right now because they know that you need to free yourself up, they need to free themselves up, so they're letting go and seeing what happens with the connection. Your response, it's almost like you want a new start as well with that particular person, but you're working on you right now, and I feel like you're reaching for that new beginning, and that person is kind of maybe pulling you in by the fact that they're moving on, they're letting go, and that's part of what may need to happen between you and them. Some of you might be dealing with two Aries or one Aries, but two people in general that's showing up here. Now, your advice is part of you, it's expansion, doing something else, talking to another person, detaching a bit, addressing something that you have not addressed, that you looked over constantly. And maybe it's part of you, not ditching somebody. Don't ditch a marriage or relationship, but leaving it in the past, moving on, creating a ditch so that you can bury that particular energy because it's no longer healthier for you. So this is part of you focusing on you, your goals, and trying to figure out something else that you haven't done, or adding something else on to what you've been doing. And it doesn't mean another person, but another scenario of career, I feel, for some. Now, the outcome is a part of, again, this process, I feel, is part of your determination to be successful and to manifest this particular love relationship. And for others of you, you might even be, for some, it's a connection where there is a marriage, a proposal that's been working out between you and somebody else, and maybe things are kind of coming together, but in incremental moments, times, one step at a time, so to speak. As they let go, they say, I want to take this, I want to take a risk, let's just start over, let's clear the air, clear the baggage out. You say, okay, let's do it, let me work on me, we can come back together, we'll see how things might go, let's wait a little bit, a few weeks, maybe 3 weeks or so, to see what happens, and we both disconnect and focus on what needs to be taken care of and see how things might go. So that's what I feel and get a sense of. Let's clarify the Fool for the person that you're dealing with for Aquarius. Yeah, that person is trying to forgive you, all right? Even if they're forgiving themselves for being hurt or hurting you or someone else in a certain situation. So I feel like it's a good energy for some. Now, and I didn't do this for the other signs, let's see, because I feel like this is important. I did the fairies, so we're going to start out with the fairies, and then we're going to do the romance angels for clarity here. Messages for Aquarius. Fairies for September 3rd to the 9th. Patience, please. And it says, what you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. And what needs to occur is, part of what we just spoke about, the lessons of unfinished business, taking care of things, making sure that you're not dibbling and dabbling, that you don't have two people energy, intertwined, so because it's unfair to the other person if the other one doesn't know about what's going on. Sometimes people have different ways of agreeing on, you're talking to two people at once, three people at once, getting to know them, yes, but if you're being intimate with somebody in a sexual way and then with another person, and the other person doesn't know, that's an injustice, because they might not agree with that. Both people need to agree. All three people need to agree. So if even it's a threesome, everybody needs to agree on that and give their consent, so to speak. So let's see, one more card. So from the fairies for Aquarius, we have past life relationship. You have known each other before, which is part of maybe a process of trying to figure things out, being patient, very tense emotions, and things that you cannot really explain, the reasons why you feel a certain way about somebody, things that pop up in your life that continues to happen, the strong attachment, something that's quite awkward that pulled you two together. So let's see, one more card for Aquarius. Very soon, this is clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So that is the energy of some of you being in a commitment or marriage already. You're trying to be patient with the connection. If another person is not coming around because they're still holding on to resentment, not wanting to give you another shot, this is telling you to really try your best to figure it out as you release yourself and you focus more on you right now. So that's what I feel and sense. I hope that the message has helped out in some way. Tons of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes as well. You can always go to the website Psychicloveheals.com to schedule something personally for your energy, and the phone option won't be an option at this time. So have a good one. All right, enjoy.